Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Broadcasting from the Big Peach of Atlanta, Georgia. A show unfiltered, unscripted, raw. The Patriot Angle Podcast.
The losses that we will witness today are profound. Dozens of lost lives, homes destroyed, and in Manville, including by gas leaks triggered by the flooding, damaged infrastructure, including the rail system. And my thoughts are with all those families affected by the storms and all those families who lost someone they love. And understand there's still two people missing there? Four people still missing. And I especially want to thank, and it's an overused phrase, but the brave first responders. We have exemplified the courage both in New Jersey and next door in New York. They've done an incredible job. And we're working closely with Governor Murphy. We're going to continue to do so. I'm here to see firsthand what the damage is and find out directly from y'all what is most needed. The losses. All
right, folks. That's that was the president. That was Biden. Just the other day, yesterday, I believe. Yes, yesterday. Basically surveying the damage in New Jersey and New York after Ida, Hurricane Ida. A lot of people not welcoming the president. Got a lot of slander, a lot of heinous shouting by people that just don't support this president. And if you've been looking at his poll numbers lately, there's a lot of people that are just not supporting this president. He's losing a lot of his base, folks. And for the majority of the people in this country, I think a lot of people are starting to wake up. They're starting to wake up. They're starting to see his failures, his policies that are just weak-minded. I mean, we've seen that with Afghanistan. We've seen that with other types of scenarios shortly before and after the Afghanistan story. And just, he's not getting a lot of his base behind him. Even some Democrats are just saying, this guy is just not fit to lead. He is not the dominant leader behind the Democratic Party. And, we're seeing that, folks. I was seeing it shortly before he even took office, that this man is not fit. Not fit at all. Not fit at all. I mean, did everybody see? Speaking of speeches and everything, and speaking of the president's appearance behind the soldiers that were returned from Afghanistan, the 13 soldiers that were killed. What was Joe doing? Wasn't even paying attention. Looking at his watch, could care less. That's a leader? But then Joe goes into more of what he plans on doing in New Jersey the other day for the recovery part after Ida. Check this out, guys. So as we're getting it in here, Joe Biden is literally going to say that he's going to promise to discuss the recovery as he's making his visit to New Jersey. Check this out, guys. I'm going to fast forward to more of this video here, just to show you here. Does his little weak salute. Any day, Joe. I'm going to fast forward to here so I can show you a little bit of it. You know what? This is a bad video. Producer Josh, let's get another video in here. of just what is it? This one's here. Proud law. This one's a lot better. I'm sorry, folks. We're going through the videos here. That video was terrible. Let's plug in this video. This is a lot better. Lot better here. Here we go.
That we witnessed today are profound. Dozens of lost lives, homes destroyed, and in Manville, including by gas leaks triggered by the flooding, damaged infrastructure, including the rail system. And my thoughts are with all those families affected by the storms and all those families who lost someone they love. And understand there's still two people missing, or four people still missing. And I especially want to thank, and it's an overused phrase, but the brave first responders. We have exemplified the courage both in New Jersey and next door in New York. They've done an incredible job. And we're working closely with Governor Murphy. We're going to continue to do so. I'm here to see firsthand what the damage is and find out directly from you all what is most needed. Now look, FEMA has been, I hope, as responsive as we've intended them to be, and I'm sure they have. 132 personnel from FEMA so far, including federal search and rescue teams, including 60 individuals, incident management assistant teams of 20 people to support these response operations, and mobile emergency response support teams, of 6 of them, to provide communication and logistics support. And on Sunday, when we spoke to the governor, and he asked for the major disaster declaration, we made it available immediately, so that we could speed federal assistance as quickly as we could to hard-hit communities. FEMA administrator is on the ground here in New Jersey yesterday, I believe, to assess the damage. She's visited 2 communities, Mullica Hills and Winona, hit by the tornado, and was on the ground just for over 13 miles. That was on the ground, those tornadoes. HHS secretaries work with the state to make sure.
Patriot, unfiltered, raw. Mike Gardner, a host like no other, unscripted, unfiltered, raw. Hey guys, back to the show here. Guys, I want to plug in something here on the show just to show you, even people in New Jersey, following Biden's recent visit to the state, surveying the Hurricane Ida's damage, destruction, chaos of that storm. There's been swarms of people that are just literally fed up with this administration. And they have a right to. They feel that this president is not leading by example, not literally behind the American people, and they're fed up with them. They're fed up with the administration. They're fed up with his policy. They're fed up with Biden to begin with, folks. And there has been literally outrage, sign outrage. I'm heated up too here. I'm losing my words. Literally, sign outrage in New Jersey. Check this out, guys.
It has become a neighborhood attraction or eyesore, depending on your political beliefs. The issue is not Andrea Dick's strong support for Donald Trump. It's her signs in the front yard full of profane language. Even one showing the former president giving the 2-finger salute.
I'm done, and those flags are not coming down.
Andrea is obviously upset about last year's election results, but has gotten heat from the city because of the language on the signs.
They want me to take the flags down by Monday, which is not happening. I'm not doing it. I have a right to have those flags up there, freedom of speech.
Andrea says she and her family have lived in the area a long time, and they are settled into their opinions. But some say the family has always expressed their views.
My kid started school in 2013. I dropped him off in first grade. drove down this block, Confederate flag in front of this house. And we're in New Jersey, it's just jarring.
The house here on Willow Avenue has now become a tourist attraction with some people.
All right, I'm going to turn it off here. Yeah, tourist attraction, yeah. It's a freedom of speech, guys. It's freedom of speech. But flying Black Lives Matter from our embassies is okay, right? As Black Lives Matter burns down every Democratic grand city in the country, that was okay, according to the Democratic Party, or what I should call them, the far left, right? That's okay. Having a Black Lives Matter sign, that's okay. But having a Trump sign and even expressing maybe your little political beliefs of, possibly going to levels of saying, the hell with Biden and this and that, and some signs that even said, fuck Biden. I mean, you can see this in this town in New Jersey, and you see it all over the country. People are getting fed up, folks. They're literally, it's gotten to the point where people don't trust this president. They don't trust his policy. They don't trust his narratives, folks, and we're clearly seeing that. America is literally waking up and understanding what the hell is going on in this country, and we're seeing it all over the place. I personally, folks, would like to see more of these flags everywhere. I ain't gonna lie. I voted for Trump twice, 2016 and also last year in 2020. I would personally love to see more of Trump signs. Wake the country up and understand where this president is leading us to. Complete, absolute destruction, socialist, communist agendas, folks. It's clearly seeing it. We're clearly seeing it. I see it. I surely think that everybody else is seeing it, and everybody else is starting to wake up. Where was the reporting when all the F-Trump crowd was going on for 4 years nonstop? It didn't seem offensive to the parents of these children back then, especially when children were saying these things as well, too. Remember that? For 4 years, we see little toddlers as young as 5, 6 years old saying the words F Trump and this and that. But that was okay. That was okay. Mainstream media wasn't all over that, were they? Were they? No. But folks, what can you expect? This is what happens when the voters are cheated. Their voice doesn't matter anymore because it was a manipulation of a voting system, folks. That's what happens. This is what happens when you have a majority of American voters that know what's best for this country, and they're clearly seeing that Joe Biden is not best for this country. He's steering us backwards, folks, not forward. Right? Seriously. I'm offended, folks. And this is what I'm offended by, okay? This is what I'm offended by when I see this in this country, okay? Because we're seeing it all over the place. I'm offended when people burn the American flag, basically actions that are cursed at America. But no one gets fined for that, right? No one gets a little bit of a... They get attention, but that's okay. That's okay. It's not okay in my eyes. If I see anybody burn my American flag or any American flag in this country, I'm going to raise hell. Because there's women and men that die and put their life at risk for that American flag. I tell somebody this, and I'll tell them this every single time. You don't like that flag, you don't like what it represents, guess what? The door is right there. Get the hell out of this country because you don't belong here in the first place. If you don't honor and respect the great American flag, good old glory, you're not supposed to be here. Get the hell out of this country then, because you're a disgrace. I mean, seriously, folks. Seriously. Was it okay against Trump, but not Biden? Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. Anti-Trumpers set the tone during during his term, with displays like the bloody beheading and many, many more. But no one gave a freaking hoot about that. No one said a damn thing about that. Mainstream media just kind of chuckled it away, like it didn't matter. Remember the famous words by Nancy Pelosi? Oh, people will do what they do. They're just statues. Remember that? Shall I go on, folks? Funny, I don't recall this outrage when Robert De Niro and other Hollywood clowns were dropping F-bombs on national television. Guess it only applies to the common man, right? Okay, Hollywood, video games, parent arguments, and everybody that can no longer swear out loud. Deal. Freedom of speech? I think that's going out the window. Confederate flags offensive? But it's okay to fly an LGBTQ flag, and that's okay, right? It's culture, folks. Deal with it. Culture is all over this country. Am I going to be against you that wants to fly another flag on their doorstep, another country's flag on their doorstep? By all means, go ahead. It's your freedom, your liberties. You're allowed to do that. But please also honor the country that you're in. Honor the American flag as well, too. Honor that. You should be grateful that you're in this country. Most countries in this world, if you don't respect their culture, their language, and everything that represents that country, in some ways you're prisoned. In this country, it's a slap on the wrist. Literally, a slap on the wrist. But what can you say? What can you say? What can you say? But I want to plug in this other trip here. Oh God, listen to me. Producer Josh, can I get a glass of water here? I mean, I'm literally heated up. I think this is one of the most heated shows I've had in recent history here. And I have a right to be heated. Because what's going on in this country is terrible. And I sure hope that everybody wakes the frig up and understands what the hell is going on. What is going on? Folks, I want to take a quick break here. Okay? Because I want to plug in something here that deserves to be on the show. Because you're going to clearly see that America is truly waking up, folks. Truly waking up. And I praise them. I praise more people wake up and understand where this president is taking us. Be right back after these words, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Cars 100% online wouldn't work, but we went to work. Building an experience that lets you shop over 17,000 cars from home. Creating a coast-to-coast network to deliver your car as soon as tomorrow. Recruiting an army of customer advocates to make your experience incredible and putting you in control of the whole thing with powerful technology. That's why we've become the nation's fastest growing retailer, because our customers love it. See for yourself at Carvana.com.
The new flavor is in production as we speak. We've been hyped about this for months and the time is finally here. So let's go check it out. In here. Galaxy Burst. This flavor has a burst of candy with a hint of tart, leaving your taste buds begging for more. It's fruity and creamy, yet sweet and tangy. After months of testing and formulation, this delicious flavor is sure to take over the galaxy. Now let's give it a try. So good.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, time to go.
RaiseEnergy.com. Hey guys, head over to the official website, which is now open, PatriotUnfiltered.com. That's right, guys, PatriotUnfiltered.com. You can find the official Patriot Angle Podcast merchandise on the website. Towards the end of this month into the next month, we're going to have free shipping. That's right, guys. Free shipping. With Patriot1 promo code. That's right, guys. Enter Patriot1, the number 1 promo code, and you'll get free shipping. So head over to patriotunfiltered.com for your official podcast merchandise.
Fuck Joe Biden was the anthem this weekend.
Yeah, folks, that chant, I think you can clearly understand what they were saying in the chants, was basically very popular this past weekend at a lot of college universities, football games. The youth, the college youth, folks, are literally waking up. Yeah, Joe Biden is losing the youth. Yes. Which is kind of strange because a lot of the millennials from the age of 18 through, I want to say about 26, 27 years old, literally supported Biden last year and the year before that, basically was driving a lot of his base, his supporter base. But Joe Biden is losing that very same base. Is the American youth starting to wake up? Are they starting to see that that Biden isn't the candidate that he praised to be? Well, apparently they're starting to see that because they're saying that even in their chants, you know, with their chants, fuck Joe Biden chants. Now, this is to show that the millions who voted for him were dead people. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube censored it, or any proclamanda, any kind of crap, you know, because YouTube will censor it, Facebook will censor it, and this and that. But yeah, that's that just goes to show you that he's losing base. Biden probably watched this and he was probably saying, his jaw dropped. He probably didn't even say anything. He was probably crying after he seen it. Wouldn't be surprised. But I can clearly see that if Biden's not going to, guys, Biden's only going to be a one-term president. I've been saying that for like the last couple weeks now. He's losing a lot of his base. A recent poll here, is showing, what's the recent poll? The recent poll is now 39%. 39%. I mean, he's losing his base, folks. People are starting to see. People are starting to wake up and understand where this president is bringing us. To complete hell. That's where he's bringing us. Creating jobs? Yeah. Okay. Show me the numbers. Show me the numbers. I said he's not creating jobs. Businesses are opening back up and rehiring the same employees. Okay? If anything, the job growth that he's credited himself to with that scenario is probably a whopping like 5%. Okay? Because when they're reopening, they're hiring, but the majority of the people that were unemployed because the business got shut down during the lockdowns are going back to work. I said that. He's not creating jobs. The president is lying to you, folks. Oh, the only president that created more jobs in 6-7 months of his first in his presidency. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, compare the numbers to the previous administration. Donald Trump created way more jobs than Joe Biden has. More than ever in historic history. It's good to see, though. But it's good to see. You know, through hearing these chants, guys, it's good to see college students, some who were on the indoctrinated train, waking up, like I said. I know they are probably complaining because of the tuition thing, but still, one step closer. But because they are enjoying themselves, being free, and the chant, fuck Biden, the left will complain and call it a super spreader. But those same people were cheering on Obama variant event. Remember that? Yeah. See, the left will get upset. They'll see this and they'll say, oh, man, it's a super spreader. It's a super spreader. And then we'll have another variant. Oh, speaking of variants. Oh, boy. I wanna basically bring this in here. Remember the variant? A new variant out. Yes. What's the new variant, Josh? Moo? Moo? Moo. Like what a cow does? Oh, M-U. Okay. Josh talking in my ear here on the headpiece. Moo, yeah. Yeah, there's a new variant out, guys. It's called Moo. Moo. What happened to Delta? Oh, that's over and done with now, right? Now we're on a new variant called Moo. What the hell is this Moo? I don't know what it is. What's Moo? Moo? Moo. That's hilarious. Moo. The Moo variant. Yeah, so that's the new variant out now called Moo. And apparently that's the new deadly variant. What you need to know about the Moo variant. Do we have a sound clip producer, Josh? We do? Okay, yeah, this is Moo. So this is going to be the new variant now that everybody's talking about and what we need to know about Moo. And what it's going to do to our bodies and this and that. And it's all political nonsense. It really is. Just more fear-mongering by the far left to get us more scared about Moo. 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 What is Moo? Well, let's hear about what Moo is here. Is there okay, here, there is a sound clip here. Let's plug it in, Josh.
Vaccine, they can do so at the same time.
Same time?
Yep, and this is true for adults as well. There's no longer a need to wait a 2-week period pre or post.
Are we worried, Dr. Nat, that because there's been this hesitancy for people, adults maybe, and even parents for their kids, getting vaccinated, that will also prevent people from getting the flu vaccine as well?
Yes. And especially this year, and I know we said this last year, twindemic. We didn't see the twindemic. Why? Because the same things we did for COVID-19 protected us against the flu.
Oh, it did?
Masking, social distancing, hand washing, not traveling, schooling from home. Now, all of a sudden, the world is kind of back open again. We didn't get any immunity last
because
year
we're using common sense, lady.
There's so little flu circulating. Yeah. So experts are doubly concerned that we'll have a bad flu season this year, Al. Every year, about 50% of adults get the flu shot.
Turn this shit off. Turn this garbage off. I don't want to hear it. Moo. It's another fear-mongering variant to get us more scared. I mean, seriously. We're protecting ourselves because we're social distancing and everything is like sort of opening back up and it's like kind of strange. What's so strange about it? People are waking up. They're understanding that this is all political nonsense. It's garbage. They're not worried. Everybody understands what the hell the left is trying to do. They're trying to silence us. They're trying to kill our liberties and freedoms. Maybe, lady, when you wake up and you understand what the hell your government's doing to you, you'll understand too. And you'll wake the hell up and you'll stop being brainwashed by the far left. I pray for you, lady. I don't understand this. Next week it's going to be another variant. Or next month. Or the month after that, we'll have another variant. Until, like, this thing is finally over with. Because God willing, folks, in 2022, I'm telling you, I hope this crap is over with by 2022 in the midterms. I hope we have a new House. I hope we have a new Senate. I hope the majority vote Republican and basically get these idiots out of office. But yeah, see, if you notice, I plugged in this sound clip here. These are all people talking about how deadly these new variants are, right? But did you ever notice that every single one that's talking, okay, if you check out the YouTube clips or wherever you get them out, Breitbart or, social media, all these people, folks, they're literally hypocrites. They're talking about deadly variants that can kill you, right? Apparently, right? But none of them are social distanced. None of them are wearing masks. They're all maskless. And they're talking about new variants like, oh, it's terrible and we have this new moo variant. It sounds like it's from a damn cow. It's funny as hell. If you're going to create a new variant, create something that's like, that seems like scary. Like Delta, that was like kind of scary, right? I mean, And then they came out with this other variant now called moo. Like I said, it sounds like it came from a cow. Was it like mad cow disease, moo? Is mad cow disease coming back into the country? Moo. Oh, before Delta, right before Delta. Josh, was it before Delta or after Delta? Josh is telling me it was like kind of before. Kind of before, right? Yeah. Right before Delta, we had the Obama variant, right? That lasted for like what? 6-7 hours? Oh, remember when Obama had his private party like a few weeks ago and basically pissed Biden off? He was like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're making me look like a jackass. Yeah, that was the Obama variant. Then shortly after that, it was Delta. And then after Delta, now we're up to moo. So like I said, I'm waiting for the Omega variant. So humanity will no longer have to worry. Right? Omega, get it? That's when people clearly wake up. Clearly, the experts don't know what they're doing. Time for wisdom to take over. Yeah. And then here's my philosophy on this, folks. If the Omega variant appears, we would be pretty screwed already, right? Regardless of how deadly or transmissible it is. That's the last thing of the Greek alphabet. Yeah. Well, they go through their alphabet of variants. That's literally the last letter of the Greek alphabet. Omega. Because that's when the American people wake up and they take over. And they say, enough is enough. Like they did in the 1920s with the Spanish flu. And like they did in the 60s and 70s with the swine flu. Right? Sure, this social distance, this masking crap is nothing new. Of course, we're told that it's new. But this is crap that, American politics shoved down our throats, once before. And people understand that it's all crap. And they wake up. Nothing more. People go on with their everyday lives. They pay their bills. They pay their rent. They pay their mortgage. And that's that. They get on with it. They get on with that. Scam of the century. That's what's going to happen. Because literally, folks, the Omega is the last on the list. That's the last variant on the list. And that's when this whole COVID crap disappears. And the American people wake up and they understand what's going on in their country. And everybody drops the Kool-Aid cup effect and says, you know what? I want my freedoms. I want my liberties. I want my normalcy back in this country. I want it back. I want to sit at a bar with my buddies and have a drink. I want to go to a packed stadium with thousands of fans cheering for their teams. I want this. I want that. I don't want to be silenced anymore. I don't want to be a sheep to the political left. I don't want that. And that's when everybody wakes up. Everybody wakes up. Because that's that, folks. And life goes on. Hey guys, Mike from the Patriot Angle Podcast. This episode is brought to you by our good friends at Blip Billboard Advertising. Guys, if you are in need for maybe extra attention to your business, maybe you have a podcast such as myself, maybe you have a small business, or maybe you're just doing something to draw attention to your product, right? You need that extra attention. to bring in more revenue, maybe more viewership, maybe more customers to anything you're doing at this moment of time. Look into Blip billboard advertising. What is Blipboard? They are a modern digital blip, what they call themselves, a billboard. Okay? You could set your own budget, your own pricing, your own scheduling, and when you want to launch your advertising on all of these billboards. Like I said, they're digital billboards. That's what sets them aside from the regular old school billboards. Also, you could find these billboards just about in every state of the country. I believe they're up to 1,500, yes, 1,500 locations in every major city, major area of this country. Guys, check them out. I use them for the podcast. They are phenomenal. They do work and they do promote your product to extreme levels to get customers and get clientele. Check them out today, guys. Blip billboards. You can Google them and they come right up. blipbillboards.com. Check them out today. We'll love them. Hey guys, Mike from the Patriot Angle Podcast. Guys, I want to say that this show now has a new sponsor. Yes, Rep Sports. What is Rep Sports? They're a family of different types of energy drinks, products, merchandise, along with Raise Energy. Raise Energy, guys, is a brand new type of product that is buzzing all over the sports industry. A lot of gyms are getting the product. Guys, I love the product. I use it myself, okay? It's a natural-based type of material, okay? Very, very low sugar. Basically, no sugars at all. It's not your high end of sugar type of energy drinks. It's not your Red Bulls. It's none of that crap, guys. Raise Energy, okay? Or Razé for the French, right? Is a really, really good product. They have different types of flavors. Like I said, I use it when I do my workouts. It's a great product, guys. If you go onto my Facebook page, the Patriot Angle Podcast, you will see a personalized link there that I posted there. Click that link. Use the promo code Patriot Unfiltered. Remember, guys, hit that promo code Patriot Unfiltered, and you will get 15% off. That's right, guys. Patriot Unfiltered. The promo code, and you'll get 15% off your order. Can't beat that, guys. Get Raise Energy through Rep Sports today. You'll love it, guys. I guarantee it. All right, folks, back here on the show. I want to get into another poll coming out. Okay, now saying that 4 in 10 Americans think that the CDC is bludgeoning pandemic messaging. Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, I think America's starting to understand about this pandemic, or what I've been calling it, the plandemic, from the far left. More Americans, folks, disagree than agree that the Centers for Disease Control, okay, the CDC's pandemic messaging is clear and effective. What? Okay. According to a Gallup poll, okay, well, here's where it goes into more depth here, folks. According to a Gallup poll released on Tuesday, this just yesterday, folks, 41% of Americans now disagree, and 32% agree that the CDC has communicated a clear plan of action in response to the COVID-19 situation. Oh, okay. So it's like more disagree than agree. So that's good, I guess. So you got 41% that are agreeing, the 32% agree. So that leaves like, what, 30 to like 25% I guess, in between, right? They can't agree or disagree. So let's just say the majority, okay, because we can't use that. The American spirit is still there, folks. It's still there. It's not dying out. We still have the support for President Trump. It's time to bring 45 back in the White House. It's time to elect 45 in 2024. God willing, I hope he's running. I know he's not allowed to say for political purposes, but God willing, I hope he's running in 2024. I hope that Donald Trump, 45, gets reelected in 2024 and becomes the president of the United States once again. With that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in to today's podcast, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless y'all. You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast, an Anchor platform.